Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and boy, do we have another exciting adventure of Streaming Demons. I hope you enjoy the Labor Day Nationals, whatever day thing. So you know I did. Today's we've got Day Shift, Jamie Foxx, and then we have Death Tunnel with who cares, as my friend Payne would say. And to top it all off, we've got Yoga Hosers with none other than Kevin Smith and Johnny Depp. All this and more on the next Streaming Demons. Hit it. Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and by golly, we are back. We are live. We are insane. We've got all sorts of madness going on, as later Steinmo will say, madness, bro. We've got a big old show coming up, so I can't wait to do this. But first, I want to introduce my co-hostess, my mostest, the hosties, none other than who? Oh, right, Jan Braddock. Sorry.
You always forget. You always forget.
I don't always forget. Sometimes I say other people's names.
You mostly forget.
Well, how can I forget you, Box, if that is your real name?
It is. It's my Christian name.
Your Christian name is Box?
Yeah.
I think I've eaten your Christian name before. Just saying.
I think I might have too. Anywho's, we have new stuff, people. We have great new stuff, full of Womp Womps and Baby Yodas. And we're gonna enjoy that as well. I mean, you might. I probably will less.
Someone might enjoy something. And I don't have my glasses on, so I have no idea what I'm pressing. It could be grandma's cookies. And so if you're new to Streaming Demons, good luck.
Oh my gosh, don't listen to this one.
Yeah, this is our first one back in a while since we had okay, I'll tell you what happened. We taped a special months ago, I think.
Yeah, it was a while.
And I thought it sucked so bad I didn't want to release it until we had it. Like, that's either that or skip a week. Like, well, how bad did that one suck? It wasn't that bad, it had movies in it.
We talked about stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something there. But the main point is that we are back.
And absolutely nothing can go wrong. Okay? I mean, I've been saving my voice for this.
For the entire time. Okay. If you're brand new,
sit back, people. It's gonna be a long time of this.
A very long time, but a good time. Our premise is simple on this show. We take something old, something borrowed, something new, something blue. It's the whole wedding jazz. Box will take one, I'll take one, and we double team another one because that's what we are.
Consensually.
I think we're still doing phrasing right.
Rape is not our sponsor.
No, but apparently it's Game of Thrones sponsor. I didn't get the memo. I could have got a multi-million-dollar show if I just, let.
Oh, that's what you're talking about with the dragon thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't watch either Hannibal nor that. So when you talked about the dragon thing, I was like, oh, I don't watch Hannibal.
Oh man, I love the dragon thing.
Whatever. I don't watch either of them, so
I don't watch either of them.
Good luck.
No one watches. Yeah, well, I try to live tweet because I write for Sexy Fandom for House of Dragon, sexyfandom.com.
Brag.
I know. I'm plugging other companies I work for.
Brag.
And I try to do the live tweeting for our website because I own it.
You
It's getting
double
way too
dipped.
much.
You
I
double dipped.
try, but I try to write different jokes for
Good.
like the live feed for them and our live tweeting, and it's like insane. I try to make sure like our stuff can be a little more risque, and there just has to be safe for work.
Which is
And,
funny because it's like they're sexy, so you
but
have to be
they're
tasteful.
more tasteful than if I owned it. So I can't say like, "Hey, this reminds me that one time Donald Trump fucked her daughter." That won't go there, but it
Where's
can go
my
for me.
kazoo?
I'm
I
not sure. Is
need the
it?
kazoo.
No,
Oh,
no.
it's there somewhere. You got the glass. You need your glasses. That's close
No.
enough. That's close enough.
There
There
you
it
go.
is. There's my kazoo. You're in
So,
violation, sir.
I'm in violation. Well, I'm not saying he Game of Thrones reminds me of like the Trumps, but it's a bunch of fake blonde people want to fuck each other. If that tells you a thing. But we're not on that. We are on something else. We are on movies time. And Box's first movie is so painful. They showed it to me in class, and I had no idea what was going on because I had the sound off. So I was like reading the subtitles. I'm like, oh, what's wrong with this?
You need to listen to that.
Yeah, I listen when I go home. I'm like, oh, that's what's wrong with it. Okay. So, what is your movie, Box? If that is your real name,
It is. We've established that
who
it's my
cares?
Christian.
Who cares? Oh, sorry. Payne really wanted to say, "Who cares?"
It's kind of echoey too, like he's in a cavern or in a tunnel, in a death tunnel,
Oh, a
perhaps.
Death Tunnel. Oh,
Which
is that
is
Russell Simmons' new thing? Death Tunnel.
the name of my movie, which is Death Tunnel. Um,
Of your movie, okay. They said it's sex.
so, boy, oh boy, this movie. I have a lot of notes because I just kept not understanding what was going on. So
I remember Death Tunnel.
it has actually an interesting premise. This is like one of those Ouija house situations where it's like,
Okay.
if
Sorry.
what?
Yeah, no. You said Ouija House. I honestly God thought I'm like, why did they show me a fucking Ouija house? I
Well,
thought it
Ouija.
was Ouija House for the first fucking 3
No,
minutes.
it is not Ouija house.
It's a
I would
different
have
movie.
watched. I would have watched Ouija House a second time
The
because it
Tara
had
Reid
Tara Reid.
remake fucking. That's not Tara Reid. I thought it was Tara
That's not
Reid.
Tara Reid. No.
Jesus, no wonder why my joke is like you're like, what the fuck, Tara
Yeah,
Reid?
I did not understand the joke, but I'm always for
I thought it
Tara
was Tara Reid.
Reid's.
I thought it was Tara
Her
Reid.
new podcast coming
That's
out.
my anti-plug. Tara Reid's new podcast. Tara Reid's. I spoke to not Tara Reid at all. No, but
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so Death Tunnel.
But there is a girl in there that I did say blonde bitch is the next Tara Reid in the best way. Which she kind of is. But so the idea of it is that there are five, like, these girls are in college. They have to go through this initiation thing put on by the boys.
Oh, of course.
And again, I want to just reiterate to people, well, I haven't even said it yet, so I want to say it and then I'll reiterate it. This was made in 2005.
Why is that a home run?
I don't know why that's a home run
2005?
because
Oh,
it's
you're saying
not a home run. So 2005, just put that in your minds of 2005. So
2005. I can't remember that far back.
it it's so much CGI and slow-mo.
Oh, most of our
Basically,
listeners weren't born yet, by the way.
that hurts me.
2005.
That
Yours
hurts me. All right, children in 2005, which is funny because they're not children anymore; they're adults. God, I'm old. So in 2005, it plays out basically. You know how when you watch Ghost Adventures and you see those like little things that it shows in the background
Oh,
of.
I love adventures.
Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do. And it has those like ghosts and like that just stock footage of weird shit that's going on. That is what kind of this movie is. So these five girls get brought into this house that is, well, it's a sanatorium kind of place where this fake
Metallica song?
plague, this, I wish. So this fake plague went on called the White Plague. etc., etc., etc. The longest death tunnel in the world is
Hey, that's
there
the
for
name
some
of my
reason.
ex. It's too soon, huh?
Uh,
Oh, he said Death Tunnel. I thought you meant
death,
something else.
death tunnel, death tunnel.
Well, it was both. It was death and death.
So
It's like a horror situation
we
going on.
have the premise is 5 girls, 5 floors, 5 hours, 5 ghosts.
I've been in Vegas before. I know how it works.
And
And the last
you
one's like the goat level, right? Not the greatest of all time, but it's actual goat. Like, meh.
The last one, well, there's a lot of weird shit that does go on. A lot of it does not make sense. I will say there was one jump scare that did get me,
Really?
surprisingly so. But I'm also easy to jump scare, so that's
That is
not.
true.
I am. I'm very easy.
I play video games with you. Not even
Yep.
like with you. You were just watching.
Oh,
Not in
yeah.
the same
No,
room with me.
I watch Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's. I scream. I scream so loud, my neighbors are like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm having the time of my life."
But not in that way, neighbors. If you're
Uh,
wondering, this is how I scream in
it is
horror.
all consensual. It's all consensual, neighbors.
As long as the scream's consensual, that's all that matters.
So, the time in this movie is not linear in the least. I would have to say the award to the worst editing I have seen in my entire life, and I'm not being hyperbolic, goes to this movie.
Yay! They win an award.
They win an award. Good
And the
job.
award goes to me.
Good job, Death Tunnel. You did it. You did it. I'm proud. It is bad. It makes no sense. And you don't understand what's going on because we're in the past, but nope, now we're in the here, and nope, now we're over here. And
Hey. No. You said you didn't see House of Dragon.
I
Damn it.
didn't.
You're pretty much describing the fucking series so
Well,
far.
maybe the writer, director, producer, musician of this movie.
Be like, oh, dude, we seen that Dev Tunnel. Here's a couple $1 million an episode. See what we can do.
It's just this whole thing is woof. It puts in all the effects, all the noises, all the everythings, and grandma's cookies, and you think that everything is like, I don't know, green screened, but
But
it's
it's not.
not. It's
Oh,
not. But it feels like it. It looks like it because it's so weirdly shot and slow motiony and fake music video-y ish. It just looks so fake. And the main the last girl and the main dude sound like the Californians, like from SNL. So it's hilarious,
no, I
actually,
want to watch it.
whenever they talk. You got a little bit of that when I showed it to you, of basically people having
That
sad faces.
yeah, Brandon was sending me a clip of this. I would love to show it, but it's got too much of the actual video on it because it's just sad face. Sad
It's
face.
just sad faces. I'll put it on maybe,
Yeah,
my account on Instagram or something,
there you
because
go.
it's literally just, I don't know, 30 seconds of just them having sad faces over and over and over again.
It's a decent
And
TikTok. It would make a great TikTok.
that is
You doing that?
that is the extent kind of the movie. So it is,
Is it really? Oh shit!
oh my gosh. You have no idea, man. I don't know where people are in relation to each other. Um, it's a wild bananas ride of wildness. And again, like I said, I enjoy the premise. I enjoy, oh, 5 girls, one on every floor. There's a
Oh, that's
ghost
great.
there to come and to haunt them and to scare them or possess them or whatever. That's a great premise. That's an
Yeah, the
interesting
possession.
premise. It it doesn't really uh fall too well into that. So kudos to the director, writer, producer, musician, etc., for trying. But it just fell real flat. But the one good thing about it is the piano music was nice.
Oh, I
And
think we have
honestly,
some of that piano music right here.
The acting. Oh, is there piano music? The crickets. The crickets are playing piano.
There's that piano music.
Oh yeah, that's it. And it was really sad. Whenever I heard that, I got real sad. And
You
honestly, the actors were trying really hard. There was a lot of fake crying, but they were trying. They were giving it their Tara Reid all, and
I
that
think
made
a
it
doctor described that to me before. Terridol.
the Tara Reid all.
It keeps
That's
me up.
her other podcast.
Terridol. It's
The
a
Tara Reid
collective
all.
of Terries. It's like
Yes.
the super fan
And
roundtable.
I would listen to them, but regardless, they did try. Bless them, they tried, and at least it wasn't completely unbearable because of that.
Right.
Like they were at an 11, and I appreciated every bit of that. So that is my review. Should you watch it? No.
No.
don't
Wow.
don't watch it.
You said we should watch World Gator, or whether it was Roller Gator.
Roller Gator. I do. I think you should watch Roller Gator. But this one, I think it has its moments that are really, really funny, like the one that I showed you, but all in all, I think in the end, there's just a few and far between. I think people should probably pass this one up. It's a great time capsule of what was in 2005. But let's bury it and put it to rest.
Bury it all. Put it all to rest. Put it in there and do other things with it.
Consensually.
Right. Especially if it's, Yeah.
You really need to find your glasses, man.
Why?
Because you're
Could be worse.
you're all over the place. So I would give this.
But how many Costellos do you get this?
I would give it 2.
A 2?
I would give it a 2 just because they acted so hard. They acted their hearts out to where it wasn't. At no point I was like furious at it. So I think that says something. I just don't think people should watch it, especially pregnant women, the elderly, and people with heart conditions.
Or
Not
all
because
three.
it's scary. Not because it's scary. It's just bad.
That bad.
Yeah.
Have your health.
Yeah. Probably
Reminds
not.
me a 2. And here's the thing. At least it wasn't like your favorite movie. Like, hey, we used to do it with Voodoo. Like, okay, Voodoo, next time you pick your favorite movie of all time. Like, it's about like a 2.5. Like, your favorite movie is 2.5?
But then she gave that super sexual weird one, like
Bad Biology? Yeah. Like
Bad
8.
Biology, like a million Cthulhu's. And I'm like, everything you described to me is horrific, and I would never want to watch this movie.
No. But see, that's why I like your ratings, because a 2, you're pretty tough but fair. And usually I'll say like, oh man, what are the scores? I don't know. I can top that. So Box, you better go. I can top a 2.
Okay.
I mean, not by much, because my movie was Day Shift 2022 with Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
And if you ever wonder what James Franco looks without the rape accusations, looks just like Dave Franco. Yeah, I guess James might come back one day, but hopefully. This is a Netflix original, I think. A Netflix original. I wasn't paying that much attention to it, really. A hardworking blue-collar dad just wants to provide a good life for his quick-witted 10-year-old daughter. His mundane San Fernando Valley pool cleaning job is a front for a real source of income, hunting and killing vampires. Also starring Snoop Dogg.
Oh, is Snoop Dogg the little girl?
I think that Snoop Dogg is a little girl, yeah.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that way.
So cute. I'm glad that they're like, really expanding, the genre of
the roles of it.
Of the roles,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna be straight out with you. It took me 3 or 4 times to finish the movie.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure if I look at how long this movie is, probably like 90 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah.
It just kind of, not that it dragged on and on and on and on and on, but there were things that made zero sense, even for a movie that has, Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg with Dave Franco. Apparently, James is busy now. It didn't. It didn't make sense, man. It's like I wanted to make sure that the kid in this movie is not actually Jamie Foxx's kid. That's the only reason I can think that this movie is made by Jamie Foxx, because, like, yeah, I need something for my daughter to be in. So what have you got?
I want to put a pin in that.
Really?
I want to put a pin in that. But
We
go
can
on.
put a pin in. Okay. Because I think he's actually said, like, you should never do anything like that or something like that, right? Because she wanted to be like a hip hop artist, and he kind of said no.
Oh, no, not with his daughter. I'm just saying, with daughters in general.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll get there, but so Jamie Foxx is the lead character.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
the vampire hunter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is his daughter or not his daughter?
Not in real life, as far as I know, but
Oh.
it's his daughter for the show, and it's kind of like the wisecracking daughter that's only existing to honestly give the guy something to do. Otherwise, it's kind of like a guy just wanting money. He's trying to give his daughter a new school and try to save his family who's already divorced or not divorced. I wasn't paying that much attention. And he got kicked out of a vampire hunting union, but didn't, because he's back with Snoop Dogg.
Oh, so this is not like, so vampire hunting is not like a on the slide. This is like
No,
organized.
This is something that everyone knows about, and they have unions.
So they had a Jimmy Hoffa of vampire hunting at some point.
If you would
Basically,
like,
you would think.
you could say that as you wish.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to crap on the writer. The writer has all of one credit, and it is Day Shift.
Oh.
Well, congratulations getting your first movie greenlit by Netflix, and
yeah. And with having Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg, I mean, that would be a real feather in somebody's cap.
yeah. And the other one is the other writer is Shay Hatton, who did Army of Dead, also from Netflix. That sucked complete ass. Day Shift, also from Netflix. I'm guessing Army of Thieves probably is just like Army of fucking Dead. That sucked complete fucking ass. And then somehow John Wick 3.
Non-consensually.
It's like
John Wick 3?
And John Wick 3.
Wow. See, like, I even like John Wick 3.
I was like,
And I didn't like the first two.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't.
But you know what's amazing about John Wick 3? We're talking about that instead of the fucking movie I think I watched.
Know. So, okay, so vampires are a real deal.
Yeah.
Can they... Okay, so in this universe,
Yes.
do they come out during
the nighttime.
day? Okay, they only come out during the nighttime. They do not glitter.
However, they don't glitter, but they have, like, basically makeup that can go outside in the daytime.
Okay.
And there's different rules of turning, and it's sort of a comedy, meaning they bill it as a comedy, but it doesn't work as a comedy, nor a fantasy, nor an action movie. So all three things they actually build this for does not work at all.
Honestly, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Bright.
Bright?
Yeah, it sounds like the Will Smith Bright. Like when they were trying to have the fantasy with the elves and the orcs, and his partner was like...
Fucking what? Bright?
Bright. Have you...
Bright.
Bright.
No, did I? What? It was Bright.
What?
Did we review Bright?
No. I'm just saying. It's very like that.
What is Bright? I like Bright?
No, it was a movie that came out and people were like really, really pumped up for it. It came out with, I believe, also Netflix. It had Will Smith in it. Like another big name actor, and it was supposed to be kind of like comedic cop movie, but with fairies and elves and things like that, but like normal, And
I think you're making this shit up now.
I am not making this shit up.
Okay, I just googled it. Let's see, Bright with Nomi Rapid. Really? How the
Yeah,
hell
and
did
it
I
sounds
miss
like
it?
it's trying to be bright. It sounds like, it's like, oh,
Oh my god,
this
you're
is
right.
the
There's
world
more.
now. But
Yeah, maybe. Because if you're saying they're both complete pieces of shit, you are correct.
I'm
This is just
just
like Bright.
saying that they kind of missed their mark in a bit, and maybe I might get flack for that. But it
No,
sounds
no.
like they're trying to be kind of comedic and kind of funny and kind of like,
Yes,
oh, this
and
is like
not
a whole world, but they don't really world build.
correct. No,
Y-
I'm reading the Richard Roper from Chicago Sun-Times, which I do like that paper. Gave the film 1.5 out of 4 stars, saying Bright is basically a tired buddy cop movie dressed up as bizarre trappings. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but not nearly self-deprecating and funny as it needs to be. That could have been absolutely Day Shift.
Yeah,
He
that
could just like
sounds
reuse the same
like
thing.
it.
Yeah, I think
It's
you hit it on here there. If you like Bright, first of all, probably not listen to the fucking podcast because let's take streaming demons ain't for you. But if you hated Bright, you're also going to hate Day Shift. However, I will say this. However, the thing that works the best with Day Shift, there's 3 things. Dave Franco's funny in it.
oh,
Dave Franco, because he's just newish, but Jamie Foxx is good in it. He's solid. Jamie Foxx is solid in this.
well,
If this was not a Jamie Foxx movie, I wouldn't be even watching this shit.
he's an Oscar winner, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got some talent. I see him when he started out with Living Color way back in the day.
Wow,
Snoop
kids,
Dogg.
that's an old show.
It's a show we should be watching instead of Day Shift. Tell you that. Although Snoop Dogg's pretty good too, but you guys fast through a lot of bullshit to get there, man. The
Okay,
fights
so
were decent. The vampires, they did something solid for the vampires. They rented or paid, I guess, the Cirque du Soleil actors who were out of
ooh,
work because of COVID.
oh, that's
And
cool.
yeah, that is pretty damn cool. But not cool enough to absolutely do anything for this fucking movie, unfortunately.
Circus,
Cirque du
circus,
Soleil. Cirque du Soleil.
Soleil,
Pizza, pizza. Circus, circus.
circus du Soleil,
Oh, sorry.
circus salad. Um,
Circus
so
Soleil. Say it.
okay, and no, I can't. I can't. You know I can't. So I think that's awesome. I think I would love to watch vampires that are flying around and doing crazy shit.
And yeah, so like I said, it had all the trappings. They just mess it up. So they probably used CGI. They did the Chekhov gun thing.
Of
There was a
course.
decent scene with a grandmother who gets a crap beat out of her in the first 3 minutes,
Aw.
but it just goes on too long to be really good. Just like world. That's how they world build. Like, oh, vampires are strong. Got it. Thanks. I needed 5 more fucking minutes of that.
Yeah,
Huh.
okay.
They also drink blood, huh? Okay.
You're shitting me.
Yeah. Like, this
Vampires
is
drink
Spider-Man
blood.
origin.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
Oh, as long as we take out their fangs or something. I don't know. Yeah,
All right,
so
question.
yeah,
So, do you think that
the
this could have
soundtrack's trending.
been
Yes, it is. Soundtrack's
uh,
fucking amazing.
okay? Well, do you think this could have been much better if it had been, say, like a show or a mini series or something like that?
We just had fucking writers.
Oof. They only have one credit. I mean, they're doing
Well,
their
the other one,
best.
like the other writer was from John fucking Wick, which they
3.
always put it on the preview is like John Wick from the creative mind of John Wick 3. Well, apparently that John Wick 3 had more than one fucking writer because this guy couldn't write shit.
Well,
I mean, I'm not trying to be
I'm
mean
sure.
to him. SHIT, I want him to write that for me.
Well, and you have to
Oh,
wonder
no.
too how much of it is Netflix. I mean, Rick and Morty even joked about that. Like Netflix will buy anything.
I think this guy has a 3 deal or multi-picture deal with Netflix as a writer. One of the writers does, because all those movies on his IMDb are Netflix.
Okay, so young writers in the audience, you know what you
Apparently, all
have
they
to
do is
do.
like gobble the goo to get some Netflix
You
money.
gotta
Allegedly,
make a
I'm not saying he did that.
gobbledygoo
I'm just saying
vampire.
allegedly, because I can't see this being in talent based. The talent has to be relying somewhere else. 2-hour movie, holy Christ!
Consensually.
Yeah.
So, what rating would you give it?
Here's the hard part. The budget was $100 million. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not surprised because most of that's gonna go towards
100
your talent and also the
fucking million?
CGI. Talent and
Holy
CGI.
shit! Just knowing that it sinks a damn thing dramatically. But okay,
Okay, I'm here.
the the soundtrack is basically Tupac, California
Oh,
Love.
wow.
I think that, but the only damn thing, and Snoop Dogg's in it. I can't give okay. I can't give Snoop Dogg a 2. So I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pretend Snoop Dogg is not in this movie, and
Okay,
all that shit was just like a commercial for the movie.
okay.
So this movie itself is a 1.5
Oh my gosh.
tops. Tops.
Oh,
Snoop Dogg
wow.
scenes like 10 out of 12,
Yeah,
20 out of 2,
Snoop Dogg's
311
fun.
million, whatever it is.
Snoop
High.
Dogg's funny.
Yeah, no. Snoop Dogg plays it nice. California Love soundtrack again, 10 out of 10. But fuck this movie, man.
Yeah,
Fuck this shit.
apparently.
Fuck this movie, and fuck Netflix for putting this movie out $100 million. They could have like re-up some series that people actually watch. But
Yeah,
1.5,
yeah.
my final fucking answer. And just like this, how about this? I'll put it this way. Without this movie goes from maybe the Lakers. Without this movie, without Snoop Dogg, it goes from like maybe the Lakers to fucking Clippers. There's Snoop Dogg. Represent.
I
So,
don't
yeah,
understand sports, so
that's okay. So that being said, let's move on to our third movie, which is Wunderbar. Yoga Hosers is the one we double team. I think I actually reviewed Yoga Hosers before for some time. I don't know. Probably did.
I think this is the one that's gonna break our friendship, to be honest.
Oh, really? It won't be
Yeah.
fucking Roller Gator?
It's not gonna be Roller Gator. I think it's gonna be this one. I've been
Oh.
dreading this moment.
Why are you dreading this moment, you?
I didn't like it.
What? What the fuck? How do you not like Yoga Hosers? The Brosses?
I knew this. I
The
knew this
fucking
day would
Brosses? What is
come.
that? Sharks? When that little baby sharks?
I
That's what you
kn
needed
I
in
knew
your
this
Nazi
day
movies?
would come. I knew
Damn it.
it. I liked Tusk. I liked Tusk.
Mhm.
I did not like this movie, and here's where I put the pin in of having a vehicle for daughters.
Oh, you don't like Johnny Depp's daughter? Why, man?
Well, both of the daughters, because it was Kevin Smith's daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter.
Yeah.
And the whole movie, I was like, I don't get anything from them. I
That's their
didn't
character. That's their character.
I didn't get anything from them. Like anything. Like I didn't feel for them. I didn't
Oh, I
anything.
get
I
it.
know.
You have to be Canadian to understand this movie. So in Canada, there's things that look just like that, and everyone is just sort of like even level throughout the entire thing, eh? And then it's always maple syrup with a dose of yoga. Nothing really.
Like it was like when
Right?
Johnny Depp's character was explaining like his book and stuff, and they were just like, he. I'm like, do something. Give more. Do something. Like, don't like it felt like an older man writing for a younger person.
was an older man running for a younger
I
person.
know, and I felt it.
Smith wrote this.
I
For a
know.
younger crowd.
I
He was
know.
going for a PG. Holy shit! This is a PG-13. I was like, he was
Yes.
going for 13-year-olds.
I know, and I felt every moment of that.
Are you a 13-year-old, Box?
I am closer to a 13-year-old girl than he is.
Well,
I'm gonna rephrase that now.
remember, kids, we are not part of the Dragon House or House of the Dragon.
No. So
Because Kevin Smith is definitely closer to a 13-year-old girl.
they were 15 in the movie. It felt like a fever dream. The whole thing just felt like a fever dream. And there's a lot of good talent in there. There was a lot of good talent.
Justin Long's in there. Natasha Lyonne's in here.
Yeah, Natasha Lyonne, she's
Ralph
beautiful.
Garman's in
She's
here.
great. She's funny.
Henry DeWildman? Dude.
Like it got to the point when the real villain is there, and there's so many things going on. There's Satanism, there's
Dude, the Bratzies. It's the Bratzies.
Razzies.
Really?
There was one quote that it was unforgivable. I
You
wrote
have
it
quotes?
down.
You have quotes? Oh, there's quotes in this movie?
I wrote it down because it was unforgivable. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. Where was it? I gotta find it. So many nines, it's almost 10, because he kept saying 9, 9, 9.
9.
It's so many nines, it's almost 10, and I said, no. I told
No.
my DB screen, I said, no. And then when he was doing all the accents, the villain, I was like, what is going on? I think I'm having a fever, and I don't know what's going on. And then yoga, and then it's just
Yogi Bear. You didn't like Yogi Bear?
okay. So Yogi Bear was the only part that I actually laughed at.
Like apparently there's like the guy has like no idea. Like apparently there's a fucking thing called Yogi Bear out here.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I did like that. I did like when they were in class and they said we have special instructions from our yoga teacher because you're just gonna mess it up. That was kind of funny. It felt like a vehicle for their daughters at every step.
But that's the thing. Kevin Smith doesn't deny anything you're saying. It's
Yeah.
100% a vehicle for his daughters and Johnny Depp's daughter. It's
Yeah.
100% aimed for kids, and it's 100% an older white man trying to write a PG-13 movie.
Yep.
And for me, it 100% works.
I'm glad it works for you. I really am.
You have to be Canadian, eh? That's what it is.
I don't know. I've vacationed in Canada many years of my life. I'm still trying to be Canadian. If anybody wants to marry me, I'm having applications, open interviews from 2 to 5 every Wednesday. So it's just, I don't know. I mean, and it was, I did also laugh at sorry about that.
Reboot that.
Sorry about that.
Reboot that. I
That
make
was
fun of
kind
that
of funny.
sometimes. I make
That
fun of it
was.
because making fun of the Canadian.
I think there are ththings that are quotable from it, but at the same
I know, right?
at the same point in time, I don't know. I think I didn't connect to it as much as I connected to, like, say, Tusk or even Red State or something like that.
Oh, Red State's not comparable, but Red State's just a holy shit. How did just like
Yeah,
Kevin
Red
had a
State's insane
fucking
in
time machine. Instead of
so
coming back
many
to Warner,
levels.
he made a movie.
And honestly, it's Red State is terrifying in the
Yeah,
best of and worst of ways.
absolutely.
Um,
Red State. I thought I saw Red State. I'm like, that was fucking Kevin Smith.
yeah, it's not Kevin Smith at all. Like, it feels not like Kevin Smith, and John Goodman is phenomenal.
Mesmerizing, but like I say, not
Phenomenal.
take it away.
And
It's
even
like
Tusk is like it is weird and quirky and like you don't know what's gonna happen, and then it all happens, and you're like, "What is going on?"
what? What's
Um,
going on, man? I don't
but
understand.
I don't know, man. Just
Ruin the bar. Okay,
sorry,
if
dude.
you don't like, it's okay. Not everyone has to like good movies. You know, you can also like.
Yeah, I think you and I
Like
would teach different classes.
this is nominated for 2 awards. Audience Darling with
A
the Kevin.
Razzie?
It just says nominee Hardline Film Festival, Best Film, Kevin Smith director, and then the Houston Film Critics Society Awards for worst picture. But you
For
know,
worst picture.
it goes from best director
It
nomination
did
to worst
it
picture
did
nomination.
bomb very hard. It bombed pretty hard. I
It
like that.
didn't bomb pretty hard. Okay,
It
Kevin
bombed.
Smith wanted years ago to make the Great White trilogy, and it was
Yes.
Tusk, it was Yoga Hosers, and it was Moose Jaws.
Moose? Yeah, Moose Jaws.
And instead, he's making Tusk 2 and Clerks 3. But I have been trying to poke and be really honest about it, saying, hey, I will help finance Moose Jaws. Not a big deal. I look at this budget. I didn't know this. I look at the budget for Yoga Hosers, the estimated 5 mil, and it made 36 grand back. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, about that money for Moose Jaws.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, okay, so he probably made it for like a mil or two. Like, how bad could it do? I mean, honestly, God, you make the money back. You might not make marketing, but make the
Yeah, eventually he'll make it
bucket
back,
hose.
but it's not.
We would like to thank Kevin Smith and apparently the drug dealer who was trying to launder money to make this movie because it's actually a decent movie for me to watch. I appreciate the movie. We say your names. Two teenage yoga enthusiasts must do battle with an evil presence that was threatening to rise from its underground lair and endanger the major party on the planets. This is a decent log line. I don't know who wrote this, but this is much better than the damn Daybreak one. It was just a formula one. So, okay. Without giving any spoilers away, I will say something from trivia. Jason Mewes was supposed to be in this film as the Bratzies.
Oh,
But he was apparently, according to IMDb, he was too claustrophobic.
too close to go up the assholes?
Yes, they had to be fit up to the ass.
Yeah, I could see
To get
that.
in the rubber suits. To get in the rubber suits. Because it took a full body suit. Frosty.
Oh.
And allegedly, Haley Joel Osment's manager said no. He's like, oh, what do you want him? No.
I thought he was in it.
Oh, he's in it, but not as a Bratzi.
Oh, yeah, no.
I guess that'll be too demeaning for someone who basically did Anakin Skywalker.
Wait, what?
As a
Haley
child.
Joel Osment?
Isn't he the one that did Anakin Skywalker?
No!
Oh,
No,
wait,
he was.
he saw dead people.
Yes.
Careers,
But he was also, I believe, in Tusk, too.
Tusk, the second one? Tusk 2?
No, I think he was in the. No, I think he was in the Tusk.
He's also in Sex Ed.
He's been getting back into stuff, and he's really good.
I don't know. You know, it could be anything really. You know, it goes. But I will say for this movie, because it has a lot of things I like. I was telling a class this today about Inglourious Bastards. I can watch Nazis die all fucking day long. Like that's my jam. If you just show me like a Nazi snuff film where it's just Nazis killing each other, I would probably have an erection for a cheeseburger, as Dennis Lear would say.
Maybe that's the thing, because they didn't feel like Nazis to me.
They're Bratzies. How are they not Nazis? They're Bratzies.
They didn't feel like genuine, not like surf Nazis feel like Nazis to me.
Well, let me describe it. Okay, let's describe this to people who haven't seen it at home. You take a small dick and you kind of put like dark hair and shit.
It's a
And you can
sausage.
put them into like a big condom, and they're only like 4 feet tall. That's
No, they're
fucking
not
Hitler.
dicks. They're
Hitler.
actually sausages. They're sausages. They're
What you do with
Bratzies.
sausage is up to you.
They're sausages, and they have Kevin Smith's face.
He had a
And
shave for that, I guess. First
oh,
time in
really?
2 years. Yeah.
Oof.
Uh,
So, and they would say things like "wunderbar"
Wunderbar.
and "999,"
Nine, nine.
and they would run around, and basically what they would do is somehow through people's pants, and I didn't understand this. They would
Right. That's the
they
coolest though. They go up their butthole and die that way. What
they
crawled up your ass
burrow,
and died?
but they
Right?
burrow like how did they? And they do it very quickly,
They're
and
sausages. How
and
did
but
that?
how?
They're
Like
already in the condom. What do you mean? It's basically rat meat.
yeah, but they go up like there's no tearing of clothes. There's no. It's just suddenly they're going up, and then
They're going
they
at Baby Yoda.
they come
No,
up out of the throat, and that was gross.
of course. Well, how else does anatomy work?
That would no. That is not how anatomy works, Jim.
It
You
goes
cannot go up the
up the
butt
throat.
to the throat
Your
as a wiener.
your knee bone's connected to your shin bone.
Oh
Your
my
shin
god.
bone's connected to your toe bones. Your toe bone's connected to your butthole, which is connected to your throat.
This is
That's
not
how it goes, man. That's how I
this
swear.
is not human centipede. This is not
This is the
how
Brazzies.
this works.
Okay, so we might disagree on this
We
one. I guess
we disagree on this one, and we disagree on
Ouija
uh
House. Santa
huh?
Sangria.
Santa Sangria.
We do disagree on a lot of movies, which
We
is kind
do
of cool.
disagree on a lot of movies, and we disagree hardcore on Mad Max Fury Road.
We disagree hardcore that Roller
It's a
Gator is a movie for dating.
oh no, it's not a yeah, it is not a movie for dating. Oh, by the way, I just want to say this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I was talking
You
to
were.
a
Good for you.
person, a
You're
very
talking to a person.
a lovely lady. Um,
Oh.
yeah, and we were talking movies.
Who cares? Oh, that's
You're being
pain.
rude. You're being
Pain
rude.
is very rude.
You're
You
being
can't say that.
rude for the
We
joke
care.
that I'm setting up. The
We
joke of my
care.
life.
And I care.
The
For the
joke
chick
of
of
my
your
life.
life. Yeah.
So listen, I was texting her, and I said, we were talking about uh uh dinosaur movies. And she's like, "Oh, I love dinosaur movies." I'm like, "Great, me too." She's like, I've seen like so many of them. I even saw this awful one. You never believe it. It's called Velocipaster." And
Oh
I
God.
said, "Oh, I love Velocipaster. It's hilarious." And stone cold, I was ghosted right
No
after that.
shit. Really? I
Yes.
wonder why. I wonder who's okay, folks at home. Brad just said their favorite movie in
Loss.
the world's Velocipaster, and they are saying Yoga Hoser's no good. So who are you gonna believe?
I'm saying
Uncle Jimbo,
Surf
who
Nazis
got your
Must
back?
Die is the best.
I'm just saying neither of these actually sound appealing whatsoever. Surf Nazis, dying, Velocipasters.
Surf
It's
Nazis
all
Must Die is incredible, and Velocipaster is hilarious. And too bad for anybody, for not knowing that and not realizing that. And one day I will use Roller Gator as a dating movie as a
you
litmus test.
should. Honest to God, that's what I'm gonna do. Forget if you see me on Tinder or anything like that. Don't swipe right until you see Roller Gator. That should
That's
be my intro.
oh, I should put that too.
Watch this movie and then talk to me, or not.
Or
Save
or
me the time of going out and meeting you
or save yourself and swipe left.
because we're watching this movie on repeat.
We are watching it
Okay.
at least twice.
Oh yeah, I worked at a gay club in Vegas a long time ago, and
Brag.
we would play on the brag. I work for like a minimum wage.
Brag.
And our outfit was a black bow tie and some black pants with some shoes. Notice I didn't say anything else. But
Oh.
yeah, we would have a video wall that played Fine Young Cannibals on fucking
She
the point
drives me
where I
crazy?
knew, yes, and it did.
Oh.
It was
That's
like, it's raining men,
amazing.
it drives me crazy. It's raining men, it drives me crazy. Oh, and pink. It's raining men, it drives me crazy. Oh, no.
That's amazing.
That's what I'm gonna do in my house. I'm gonna have a video wall that's just roller gator.
Yes.
That
That's
and a bed,
perfect.
a
That's
rotating bed.
perfect.
So no matter where you are, you always see a roller gator.
Yeah. Ooh, roller gator should be on the wall, like on the ceiling,
Oh yeah.
like a mirror,
Oh,
but
I'm not like a
roller
schlub,
gator.
of course. It's gotta be on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
beautiful.
so as
Okay.
we get up, as we say why we're
As we
ever
get
slow
off
down.
topic,
But
um,
what do you give yoga hosers? I'm
you're
curious.
gonna be mad though.
No, I won't.
You're gonna be mad. I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
2.5, that's more than I gave a Snoop Dogg movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I didn't hate it. There were parts that I did like. It's just this was not the Kevin Smith movie for me.
I
Like I
can
said,
agree.
I probably like Tusk better and
Hmm.
Red State.
Well, Breast I like better, but
It's so good.
all right. I'm
What do
trying
you
to
give
think.
it?
I'm trying to think. What I
Are you
give.
calculating?
Yes, I
He's
am.
thinking very hard. He's like using his
Is
fingers
it
to
out of
calculate.
5?
What?
Is it out of 5 or ratings? I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yes.
It's been a while. I'm
It's
giving
been
yoga
like
holders.
2 weeks.
I'm not creating a damn rating system. I'm like, oh,
It's
what are we
only
doing?
been 2 weeks. It's not like it's been 3 months or
It's been a
anything.
long 2 weeks, man.
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, I have to say this. If you ever wondering if the talents for Pinky and the Brain are like good people, nice people, or something like that, they're fucking amazing people.
You know, I just read a thing of the guy who plays Pinky. He came out with I think it was
Rob
a
Hall.
little while ago though, but a biography
Hmm.
about when he had throat cancer
Oh wow.
and basically how being a voice actor kind of saved his life in a way. And I am dying to read it. So I'm going to
That's
read that.
Rob Paulson and Maurice LaMarche. They're both amazing people. If either one of them has a book, absolutely get it.
Oh.
They're an absolute pleasure, and I can say
I think
that because it was in public spaces.
I'm looking forward to that then cuz I saw that
Absolutely,
as a book and I thought that sounds like a really fun memoir to read.
yeah. And if they were in this movie, it would be a 5,
Yeah,
but they're not. So I'm
absolutely.
sticking with my 3.5.
Okay. That's fair enough.
It's a decent movie. I like Kevin Smith. I like Yoga Hosers. It's not for everyone, and I can't believe how absolutely uh, eh, how weirdly in shape Justin Long is.
Oh, he
I'm
is.
fucking jealous.
Oh, and by the way, let me just apologize to Justin Long on behalf of Detroit. I found out all about how he was basically kidnapped in Detroit while he was filming, and some shady shit really happened to him in Detroit because he had trusted some people that were here, and I just want to extend an apology because that's awful and
And that person's name, Drew Barrymore. Yeah, allegedly,
allegedly.
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 I
But
hope I didn't use
seriously,
allegedly
it
for that
he
one.
talked about it in a podcast and he seems like just a very cool guy and a good actor too. Like I said, he was probably my favorite character in the movie, Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear. Yeah, I can see it. I do. I did like him in this one. I like him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So 3.5. That's my final answer. Box. What do you got to plug? What are you
Oh,
plugging?
I am plugging.
Plugger.
It's you can't see it,
Oh,
viewers at home, listeners at home,
you heard
but
my.
I have some candles burning right now. Um, from one of my very favorite places, Earthberry Apothecary. And
Okay.
the owner is a delight. Um, the
That like
candles,
pasta wrapper or rasper pasta. What is it called? Velocipasser?
huh?
Do they like Velocipasser?
It did not come up. It did not come up.
You want to remain friends with them. See? That's learning. You
It
don't
it,
learn that.
it is. But basically, it's all family owned. It's made in Michigan. It's earth friendly with non toxic ingredients. Your house will smell amazing. I love the abyss scent. I find it like very kind of watery and just clean and
Gonna
also
fuck
kind
with
of
that.
creepy. And
Just like,
they
God.
have like new autumn stuff coming out now. And it's all soy too. So you know that it's good, it's clean, it's gonna burn
Soy
clean.
candles?
Huh?
Soy candle, basically you're like draining California of energy and water to light a fire.
Uh, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. They also have soaps though. So if you want soaps or lip balms or body balms or diffusers or things like that, bath bombs, they have all of that. And they are LGBTQ supportive and friendly. And
Hey, that's
I
not a
don't
punchline, damn it.
I have no idea why you punched
I didn't
line
touch it.
that.
You touched it. You put your hand on the board. I didn't
Anyway,
touch it.
if
Holy
you
crap.
wanna smell amazing, if you want your house to smell amazing, if
Grandma's
Take some
cookies.
grandma's
just like
cookies.
grandma's cookies, that's probably one of the candles, I would imagine.
Oh my.
Um, Go ahead to earthberryapothecary.com. And again, that's Earthberry Apothecary, APOTHECARY.com, and get yourself some candles.
Get
'Cause
some.
it's that time. It is that time.
Well, okay, I can get me behind that, man. Far out, man. And then this makes my plug a bit. I'm plugging Kevin Smith. Because
Okay.
damn it, Clerks
I
3
mean,
got to make his money back.
you gotta plug where you gotta plug, you know?
I will be at Kevin Smith's premiere in Montreal of Clerks 3.
Brag.
Yep. He's doing a
That one
Q&A
you can
afterwards. I
brag.
mean, it's premiere. It's not like premiere. It's not world premiere. It's just he's traveling with it.
That's cool.
On October 17th at Olympia, look it up. And if you are in the area for Montreal, October 17th, go see Clerks 3. I found a little bit about what it was. Oh, I saw the trailer finally, and it's pretty touching. It sounds truthful, like two truths mixed together. His current truth and his former truth. And that's a lot of truth mixing, man.
That's
So
like
check
a
it out,
truth
Clerks 3.
cocktail.
You know, it's truth serum. Ooh, truth serum. That's a good one. So check that out. And of course, if you are in Canada, may I please say go out and vote. It's coming
Oh,
up soon,
yeah.
guys. And if you're in Quebec, I'm gonna lay this out here. One party won't debate in English. They won't even have English on their website. They apologize for any English that appeared on the website. So fuck you, CAC. CAQ, suck my CAQ.
I don't think that's how that's
They're so
spelled.
fucking brain dead. They didn't understand that meant cock. Okay, if you really want to like put it out there, I guess you are what you eat, but that's okay.
I
So
would
go
like to
on, vote.
say in the US, please do the same. Because
Yeah.
we are getting to that point. Go ahead and be spooky for October, but in November, let's all get together and go vote because that makes a difference, especially in
Damn
Michigan,
right.
because we all know that a lot of women's rights are being taken away, especially and also gay rights.
Well, a lot of women's rights, like almost the, I believe, governor's right of existing because they want to kidnap her.
Yeah, our governor, yeah, they wanted to kidnap her, and then the person that's running now is no exceptions type person when it comes to abortions.
Awesome. Awesome.
So so
Wow.
that's her rival, so please, please, obviously I'm not telling you which way or what to vote, but for the rights of women, there's a clear winner in that.
And all I know is I'm telling you how to vote. Don't vote for CAQ. You know, just start off and go to the show again. I don't need you. The end.
As my Haunted MTL says, don't
Fuck
vote for
yourself.
cock.
Yeah, don't. Cocks for a lot of things. You can slap it. You can shove it up in their holes. You can like put
You
your
can
whatever on it.
you can
But don't
kiss
vote
it
for it.
very gently in the
Yeah,
rain.
just don't vote for it. All
Just
right.
don't vote for it. I feel like that should be a t-shirt.
Don't vote for cock. Yeah.
Well, just, you could do a lot of things with cock, and then you could just, like, list off things,
Right now we're listing off the show. So on behalf of myself, Jim Phoenix, and my co-host J.M. Brynick, I bid you good day.
He just doesn't want to talk about cock anymore.
I don't. Although, wait, it's right. And remember, kids, if there's a movie that you saw we haven't, well, good for fucking you. There's like 1 billion people on the planet who better not vote for one way or the other. There's only 2 of us. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Baby Yoda.
I hear a cat.